DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it. That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They go play fake. Mahomes. Evans has it left side.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Mahomes to throw.
A pass underneath for Fournette. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes
out route to Jefferson, and he's got it.
And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown.
Chris Godwin.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1.
Tyreek Hill set to return it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Burrow on play action. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. After 1-7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They go play action with Burrow. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise, and then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, 46 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, When you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. They'll swing this, and it's a fumble. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 2nd and inches, Burrow. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. Brings up 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Gould is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He completes it to Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now here's Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Here's Jake Camarda now.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Fielded at the 33.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try to put points on the board.
A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Play action. It's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone.
You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle to Evans. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Up the gut, Fournette. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Burrow. It's Hill, complete. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. from the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's the end of the third quarter. The score, Niners 10, Buccaneers 7.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. First down. Here's Burrow. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. Down inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On second and goal, Burrow. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Gold to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Niners 17, Buccaneers 7.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. So out come the Bucs now. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. On first down, Mahomes. This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes over the middle. He finds Godwin complete. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Mahomes now on first down. That's complete to Otten. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now the ball comes loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. McCaffrey running up the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't mean now you go out and run option or some kind of wild double reverse or anything like that. But you do know that if anything does go haywire, you're still in control of this game.
I want a double reverse, don't you?
I'm just waiting for that day where we actually see something like that in this situation.
We'll see what happens here. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Here we go with McCaffrey. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Finds a tight end in the middle of the field. Just a simple stick route. Decent gain. Doesn't get you a whole lot, but it's pretty reliable, isn't it?
And tough to defend. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. Out to his left. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Burrow on 3rd down. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards.
Things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
I mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tyreek Hill from 8 yards out. And the Niners are on the board first here this afternoon. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. There's a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. they've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive, maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This complete to Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Now here's Mahomes. There he is again, another catch for Julio Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the first down.
A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and it'll be fourth down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack, but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first first down.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because, remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Burrow looking to pass. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow to the sideline, and that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Given 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And that's all about recognition right there, because he's got to go from pass rush mode to pursuit mode, what defensive line coaches like to call retracing. And he's able to retreat and make the tackle for just a short gain.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And Burrow going to throw again. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Burrow's throw taken in by Samuel.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To the air again, Burrow. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
And it's caught.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3.
Fields it right around the goal line.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one and set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Fournette once more on second down.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now Mahomes. He completes it to Evans.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
A gain of 7. First down, Tampa Bay.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James, a sack from his safety position. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
After the sack on first down, Mahomes.
That's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Burrow. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The offense on 3rd down, no problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a 1-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. 1-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got Otten. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
Mahomes to throw it. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
This is McCaffrey on the give.
And he's got it to about the 40.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
Now a second down and 6.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Here we go with Burrow. And going deep for Hill. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown.
This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
Gould able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on second down. Mahomes.
Throw left side, hauled in by Otten.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up second down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
They're about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To the air, Allen. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. That'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game. Plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and punt the football myself.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air. And that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Now Burrow on first down. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And he's going to have a Niners first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Burrow looking to pass. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
That coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in by Samuel. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Burrow will throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Now Burrow. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Here's Allen to throw it.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now Allen.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
Allen to throw once more. Finding Knox there, complete. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. That's just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash.
The kick by Bass is good.
And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And the Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen, he gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. To throw, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
And again, it's Allen. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit.
He made his first attempt, this from 45.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now it's Burrow. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Burrow on play action. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Play action. It's Burrow. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. To the air again, Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. first down. Here's Burrow.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Burrow.
Dancing to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily.
Now Burrow. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
To throw, Burrow.
He's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Steps away to his left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Burrow.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
Here's Sam Martin now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. A final shot now for Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And not all W's are created equal, CD. And this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things. If it didn't go well in your game, with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
the home of the Bills since way back in 1973. There's a look at Highmark Stadium just outside of Buffalo, New York.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Buffalo Bills. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They begin this drive with Chubb. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nick Chubb, 75 yards. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8th.
And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery.
Up the middle, it's Chubb.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on second down.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
That's big Cameron Hayward adding another sack to his career total.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So the fumble recovery helps set up an ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Here's Burrow. It's Hill, complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. They go play action with Burrow.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
So after the INT, it's Allen.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught.
And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, you have to be aware defensively that you've got 2 goals because obviously you're trying to prevent the touchdown, but you're also trying to keep it from getting a 1st down as well. That time they weren't up to the task, and it's 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
To the air, Allen forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen punching it in from a yard away. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Niners set to take over on offense.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Burrow. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Well, that's not one you see very often on Aaron Donald because we know he's not trying to do anything intentional, but that time, just a little too late for the officials' liking.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, 1st down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Aaron Donald with a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Burrow looking to pass. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 17-0 lead in tow, they might not be too eager to press the issue here. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So what a play there in the final minute of this first half. They get the interception. More importantly, their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, that one play certainly changes the outlook, doesn't it? I mean, they're looking at going into the locker room. No points on the board. Not playing well defensively. Deflated. And now things may have changed for them.
Gould with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Let's go. Here we go. It's all like popcorn. Come on now. It's all like popcorn.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. "30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Allen to try again after the pick six. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Allen. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This time they stay on the ground. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got a man. That's Ayuk. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
First down, San Francisco.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Burrow's throw taken in by Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 39 yards. And the 49ers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Yeah, here come the Bills. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overloaded that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Chubb will get the call running left. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now the Niners down by a field goal. 1:50 to play. And they need, at minimum, 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit, to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing, Burrow. And that is incomplete. 4th down now defensively. Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big 1st down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow connecting with Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
To throw, Burrow. That's Samuel, caught left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Burrow. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. The 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And he'll spike it here with 13 seconds showing on the clock. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So a big kick coming for Robbie Gould. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
He'll get this to about the 38.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
From the 38, Allen being chased out left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to the offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And now they'll throw with Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled because we're in OT. This is big time.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Allen.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now Allen. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Throwing is Allen. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout.
They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Working with his 2nd and 4.
Now Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. Here's Burrow. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
And a timeout now here in overtime with 4 seconds remaining. And now out come the Bills. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.
So it's a win here for the Bills. And this one, Charles, just too much Josh Allen.
Yeah, he did a little bit of everything, didn't he? He had 2 touchdown passes through the air, another one on the ground, and that defense, they really had no answer for many of their drives.